that's in the courts, and the federal government is arguing that the issue, I believe it's Peckford's case, that they're arguing that the case is moot because the feds have removed all the vaccine mask mandates. So they're saying there's nothing to argue. They're not there anymore. I don't need to tell you the dangers that lie with that. If the court throws that out, the feds can come back in November. They could bring back the mask mandates, and they've said they would. They could bring them back. You could file court action the next day. And because it takes half a year, at least, to get into the court just to be heard, they can leave them there for 6 months and then cancel them the day before the next hearing. And then the judge would say, sorry, it's moot, they're not in effect anymore, and as a result, we're not going to hear your case. And they can play that leapfrog game on a repetitive basis, on and on, so that it never gets heard. And yet, for the most part, they'll keep those mandates in place without being challenged. So let's hope the judge sees through that corrupt tactic and says, no, they've been in place all along. You've threatened to bring them back. We're going to hear the matter. And let's pray that that judge does that, because the implications for them not to hear it are pretty dangerous from what the government has been saying so far. The other point I wanted to mention is that all the hospitals, all the care homes, and many other places still have mask mandates and vaccine requirements in place. Our job is not over. It's not over by a long shot, right? The one thing I am grateful to see is that a lot of places and a lot of restaurants, a lot of stores, commercial establishments are taking their plastic shields down. If you see that, congratulate them. Tell them you're supportive of that. They need to know that. I've said that to a lot of them already. Thank you for taking that plastic crap down.
And the stickers on the floor.
Yeah, well, the stickers on the floor, all of that, right? So, good point. Anything that they've had for COVID. Thank you for taking it all down. I appreciate it. Speaking of the courts, I wanted to read a couple little humorous anecdotes that took place in our courts at some point in the past.